I'm Stephen Foskett here at Qlik Connect this week, and we just saw day 2 of the keynotes on stage. Day 2 was anchored by the Qlik AI Council, which I think is an incredible idea. Qlik is actually seeking the advice of experts on implementing AI and bringing AI to their customers. And they used this opportunity to bring a lot of interesting perspective to the Qlik Connect audience. So Nick, you were the organizer of the AI Council. Talk to us a little bit about what Qlik was looking for from the council.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity, a great privilege to work with this group. You know, one of the things that we set out to do when we formed the council was to bring together a diverse set of experiences and perspectives on the world of AI, so that our customers, as you saw today, when we can put them in front of a very large crowd like we did, they can benefit from their experience and the things that they're thinking about at the very highest levels of, consulting with government agencies and legislation and stuff like that. The other thing that Mike talked about yesterday was just the humility that Qlik shared, and for me it was challenging our own thinking by having other people come in with different perspectives and help guide our own policies and our own thinking around AI as we bring these new capabilities to market.
Yeah, I have to say, one of the things that impresses me as an outsider about Qlik is the fact that the company is very thoughtful with AI ethics and responsibility. The council was loaded with people who had deep understanding of the moral, social, legal, governmental, and practical applications of AI and a lot of the considerations. And I was happy to see that Qlik didn't shy away from that either. You're happy to have those conversations put to the group. So, Dr. Michael Bronstein, you were on the council. You were on the stage today. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about what the council talked about during the keynote today.
So the discussion mainly focused on what is AI, how it is going to evolve, so the trends, and also I think the spirit was that AI is a positive transformational force that, if used correctly, responsibly, can create new opportunities and can, in some cases, probably revolutionize the way that we are working and living.
Also with me here is Ben Young. Ben is one of the Tech Field Day delegates that were learning about the Qlik technology during this presentation and this event. Ben, what did you think of the keynote this morning, and what questions do you have for Michael?
Yeah, look, I thought the keynote was really great, and I think it touched on a large number of points, and it was really good having kind of the diverse members on there, covering the legal and the governmental aspect, and obviously Michael's view as well. And one of the things that came to mind when I was listening is, what advice would you guys have for other organizations that maybe wanted to establish their own AI council and have that same level of governance within their organization or within different industries?
Yeah, I'll jump into that. I mean, I think it goes to a point that Nina brought up, which is having that AI first strategy, right? So having that North Star and knowing what you're trying to achieve with the use of AI with your organization, and then aligning sort of a governing council or a governing body that will help get you there. And so establishing that strategy is really the important thing first, because that sets out the objectives and the goals you're trying to achieve. And then you can bring in the right people that can help guide and kind of get you to that point. So I think it's got to go in that order to some extent, where you've got to set that out first, and then build the people into the council for that.
Yeah, no, Nina Schick, as you said, she brought in a lot of things to think about. Again, the thing that strikes me is that you have to be realistic all throughout, and that was something that you talked about as well. You have to be realistic about what the technology can really do, what the risks really are, what the concerns of the end users really are, and how that's going to affect us all politically. It strikes me, Michael, that many out there have a really unrealistic view of machine learning and artificial intelligence. I think in a way we're all fooling ourselves. We're so in love with the idea that we could create sentient robots or something. Machine learning is a valuable tool that can have uses in science, in industry, but it's not like it's a robot or something. I mean, it's a tool.
Basically, you don't necessarily need to have what is called artificial general intelligence, right? So something that emulates the human intelligence in order for this technology to be useful. At the same time, so some things that maybe appear to be more trivial are not there yet, and we have no clue how to do them. So basically, it's both exceeded expectations and also, in some sense, was underwhelming. And I think people probably don't realize the limitations that we don't have a way to overcome, at least at this point of technology development, because they're probably to some extent blinded by some of the flashy successes and the way that it is presented. So I think we need, if I were to give an advice, to get a realistic understanding of what machine learning currently is capable of doing, but probably more importantly, what it's unable to do. So you basically then you can match it to your problems and see what could be solved by this technology, what cannot. So having said that, I think many predictions that are made in this field, including myself, don't live for long, because then you see some new result that completely negates what you've said or what you thought. It happened to me many times. So it's a little bit of an ungrateful job to make predictions about AI.
Yeah, Ben, we saw some demonstrations here from Qlik of some of the new AI-enabled products. Qlik Answers, what did you think of that in practice?
Yeah, I mean, Qlik Answers is so relevant. I think when ChatGPT was released, I think that kind of, everyone could visualize how powerful that could be within their own organization. And anyone who's ever tried to set up an entire product stack like that and suite and have all the data curation through to, delivery of the product and the models and all the systems that fit between know full well that it's very, very difficult. And so I think Qlik have done a really good job at obviously making an acquisition, but then also integrating it within the data that they've already got captured in the system. For years, Qlik customers have been building up these data sets to be able to run analytics and AutoML and other things on the platform. So they are kind of in the right position now to take those existing data sets, convert them to that kind of unstructured or the JSON payload that can be consumed into the likes of vector databases. I think that's absolutely brilliant. And then obviously bringing in things like the unstructured data from SharePoint or wherever else kind of this enterprise data might exist. And I think it's a really, really clever play.
So I know you said you don't like to predict the future because things are changing so fast. So I'm going to put you on the spot. Predict the future. What are we going to see in a year from machine learning and artificial intelligence?
Well, so take it with a lot of salt, but at least the research that I'm doing, and I think it falls under the umbrella of what you can call AI for science. So I think this is challenging the very way we do science. So something that has been unchallenged for more than 400 years, right? So more or less the age of modern scientific method. We are now seeing increasingly more AI systems that are replacing the way that humans were doing science, and this probably requires us to think again philosophically what it means, for example, that we have a scientific theory. How do we collect data, experimental data, to validate our theories? So what we see in biotech industry, for example, that probably for the first time in a massive way, we move away from data that is collected for human scientists in favor of data that is collected for AI and being used in a way that would probably be meaningless for a human. So a human will not be able to make get any insights from this data. So it's an AI system that is developed in conjunction with experimental methodology that makes the magic. And it will probably be increasingly so in other scientific domains. We also see, for example, generative models replacing simulation. So something that has been staple of weather forecasting, climate prediction, and so on, in a way that we have not seen before. So it potentially can enable applications that previously were unthinkable.
And as you said, it's happening very, very quickly, and I think we're going to see many of these things hitting in rapid succession, month after month after month. There's going to be new applications and new technologies. But I have to say, Nick and Qlik, the one thing that, if I had to make a prediction of 2024 in my mind is the year of retrieval augmented generation. I think 2024 is the year that people understand that LLMs are a user interface and a processing engine, and having those connected to data sources and having good quality data really is going to be the foundation of some transformative applications that we're going to see launched this year. So thank you very much for having us here at Qlik Connect. I have to say also, thank you so much for bringing together this incredible AI Council. Very, very educational this morning, and I'm definitely going to be watching the whole group going forward to learn about the future of AI.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. I'm really excited and really privileged to have the AI Council as part of that journey with us.
Thanks.